You should familiarize yourself. Even the protocol that we have to follow is a little different. So
I posted a link where they can get information straight from
right, and just know, folks, like for the SAT, they don't allow mechanical pencils in the SAT. So just something to think about that, I proctored the SAT and mechanical pencils are strictly forbidden. So a good old fashioned number 2 pencil. No, okay. I'm talking, I'm just making a reference.
No, they're like, what's the SAT? So guys, just what's very important is fill out the dismissal form if you're on this Google Meet and you have not done so, because I see some names coming up and you have not filled out that form.
Okay, yes, I see people are by 8:05. That's very important. If you come early, no problem. We're going to be there. So if some of you get dropped off a little earlier, 7:45, no worries. We will be there.
But they have to be outside, correct?
We'll be outside.
Yeah.
Huh?
I just want everyone to know that the scores are going to be sent directly to you. We're not going to get them. The DOE will send them out in the spring directly to families.
With the high school.
And you'll be notified if you were accepted to any of the specialized schools through your My Schools account or through email or paper correspondence from the Department of Ed. They notify you of that in the spring, late spring. This time it's going to be late spring.
Okay, we will tell you what room you go to in that morning. So I do suggest that you try to come a little bit before. We're going to hope to print out tickets as well and write room numbers on it, but there will be plenty of staff to tell you what room to go to. You're going to come in, you're going to pick up your breakfast, you're going to go straight to the room, and you're going to sit for those 25 minutes and just enjoy your breakfast and relax, and then we'll be ready to start at 8:30. But if you get there early, no worries, we will be there.
Amelia, in terms of the high school book, I really don't want to start opening up that option for students to grab high school books on this particular day. To be honest with you, you shouldn't really be using the hard copy of the high school book simply because there is wrong information in that book. It is outdated because it was developed before the pandemic. So a lot of stuff has changed. Requirements have changed. Admission policies have changed. So you should use the one that's on
Our page.
on our page. It's the PDF version, but it's updated.
Yes, we have the PDF form on our page. So go to the 8th grade check-in under classwork. We have a section strictly for high school information, and you will find it there. You can also download it from there if you like.
Okay, and let's
There's
see.
a question about I got my ticket, but it says the PDF is the template. I'm not really sure what that means.
I'm not really sure what that means either. You could always send me a screenshot of it, but either way, that would suffice. Okay, Sarah, you know that would suffice as long as it shows that you're registered.
Right. There's a question about, I think I recall when I proctored the Shazat that the students need those tickets because on the tickets it says the schools that they registered for, and that is part of the information that they have to bubble in on their multiple choice answer document.
So that's different, Ms. Danino. I think so. This year, if you registered for this exam already, which everyone on this call should be registered already, otherwise you shouldn't be on this call.
Right.
You already put your choices in on My School. So it used to be different where you would have to bubble it in when you got to the testing site. No longer is it that way. It will be on your printout, your test ticket. You already put it in order of your preferences in My Schools.
Good.
So I'm not sure, Medea, why you don't know that, Medea, because if you already, oh, you did that. Okay, good. Okay.
Yes, good. Okay, and then
all of the other questions that you have in terms of where you're going to go with admissions, that can all be directed to me in a personal email at a later time. Okay. The focus of this presentation was just to go over the testing logistics. Okay, just the time you need to show up, how long the test is going to take, the dismissal procedures. A lot of your questions are really good questions, but they could be sent to me separately. Okay.
right, and mentioning dismissal, when you're dismissed, only through the front of the building when your teachers dismiss you. So after the 3-hour mark, which should be around noonish, that's when I guess the teacher will dismiss you. You go straight out of the building. Something else to remember, folks, when you're in the using the restroom, for those of you who haven't been in school, we could only go in the restroom one at a time. So if you see someone in the restroom, you just kind of have to wait out in the hall. I think, Ms. Mizrahi, we're going to have a bathroom monitor. But these are things that
They can't even walk out of the classroom to the bathroom without a hall monitor.
right, but when they get to the right. Right,
Okay.
so that's a little different for those of you who haven't been in school that's just used to going to the restroom. We just have protocol. Okay.
Two
There's a
important
question of lunch. Oh, sorry.
Just two important questions. Hold on. It was, one of the questions was, can you change your list on the order of your preference? I believe you can. So if you go in right now to My Schools and you change your list, I believe you can still edit and change. So I think you can still edit it. If they allow you to edit it, you can change it. And Nazareth, I believe you had a question. Parent, will students be allowed to eat lunch? So if you are a child, if you're dismissed after the 180 minutes, then you can grab a lunch to go. If you have extended time or accommodations, you will be given a break to eat lunch, and then you would go back to finish your exam, right, Ms.
The break to eat lunch is that 15 minutes.
It's a 15-minute break after the 180 minutes.
So we suggest that if that's the case, have the kids bring their lunch, or are we providing their lunch?
We have a bagged lunch.
Okay.
They can't bring their lunch, no, right.
Okay.
So, and again, we're going by the rules and the procedures that were given to us when we were trained to turnkey this to you in terms of the breaks for the lunch time, if you do have extended time. So I hope that answers that question.
I just want to remind some of the parents who did not fill out the permission slip, it must be filled out so that we can allow your child to leave on their own. Otherwise, they cannot leave.
They need to come in with the health form screenings filled, or they won't be able to enter, and they need to be able to leave with that dismissal form filled out.
Otherwise, the parents will have to leave work and come and pick them up.
And please remember that it's not like any other year. I see people remembering other procedures. The procedures this year are COVID cautious. So you will not get that piece of paper to fill out a list of high schools on. That was in the chat. That was the question.
Okay, so listen, I hope we answered most questions.
Oh, wait, folks, the health screening form has to be filled out only Wednesday morning. It doesn't matter if you filled it out already. We're talking a screen, it's just a checklist. Do you have a temperature? Do you feel sick? Were you next to someone who had COVID? Did you leave the country in the last 14 days? It's a screening that is only done that morning. It's separate from the form to get a COVID test. I know it's confusing. This is just a simple screen to say, okay, I'm okay to get in the building. Do we have the questions that they're going to ask, Ms. Becker, on these forms?
In the health form? I could pull it up now.
But I want to let the kids, sorry, Ms. Beck, I just want to let the kids know, don't stress. If you can't find it,
We have it.
Yes, but if you want to do it on your phone right before you get to school, just to, not waste any time when you get there, go to the 8th grade check-in page, and under classwork, you're going to see health screening form. You click on it and boom, fill it out. 4 questions, very simple. But like Ms. Danilo said, it has to be the morning off.
It's all based on your symptom. Are you having any symptoms of COVID? That's why it has to be done that day. So the first question asks if you have symptoms of COVID. Do you have a temperature? You click no. Then it asks you, in the past 10 days, have you tested positive? Right? Yeah, if you have tested positive. The next one is, in the past 10 days, have you been in close contact with anybody who has tested positive? And the last one is, have you traveled out of the state? And they give you certain states that are on the do not travel to list. And you just check yes or no. And then it'll say you are cleared to enter the building. That's why you're doing it that day. So you're going to show it to us. Like we said, if you don't have it, if you can't print it, we have them there for you to fill out when you get there. Okay?
However, if you answer yes to any of those questions, you will not be allowed inside the building, correct?
Correct. And then they would be taking the test on February 10th.
And you can't do the screening in the building. You won't be able to get inside the building unless you have the health screening.
You do the health screening either the morning of or when you're outside of the building before you walk in. Zyma, you can email me separately and I'll see if you are registered on our list for the exam, Zyma, okay?
Right, and with the health screening, when you come in, we have, right by the security desk, we have, what do you call it, to take the temperature. But I think, Ms. Piazza, we also have the thermometer to take the temperature. And for parents who I know, it's nervous if you haven't had your child in school. Ms. Becker and I, we've been, Ms. Piazza's been in the building, we've been in the building.
But
And
no
our-
matter where you go, you have to fill. If you go to a dentist or doctor's appointment, you have to fill out a health screening everywhere you go these days.
Right. And just know our building's clean. We're fine. We've been in every day practically, myself, Miss Becker, Miss Williams, a couple of other people. We're fine. So the parents who may feel that, this is, we're fine. Don't worry. We're here to help you. Staff will be here early that morning to answer any questions.
I'm just putting my email in the chat. Okay, so going forward,
Good
anybody
job.
please email me, okay, especially when it comes to just, did I do that right? Ayla Frosha? Okay. When it comes to any high school questions going forward, okay? Okay, so we're gonna post this presentation in, on the 8th grade check-in page. It's going to be under the class. We'll post it under classwork, Miss Piazza, maybe. So this way,
We're going to do both. We're going to put it on the classwork. We're going to put it on stream, everywhere where they can
for
see.
anybody that missed it, okay?
Yeah.
And if you have any questions after this presentation, you could email me separately. Okay, I hope everyone.
Thank everybody for coming.
Thank you.
We're happy to keep you informed.
Thank you all for
Ladies,
coming.
you did a wonderful job.
Thank you all. And everyone, good luck. You're all going to do great.
Good luck. I'm happy to see a lot of you guys. I can't wait.
You'll do great.
Thank you.
Get a good night's sleep.
Hi, Miss Danito.
And don't forget to bring your eyeglasses if you wear them.
Hi.
Amelia, bring those glasses with you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Get a good night's sleep.
Good luck.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Good job, Allie. Good job, everybody.
Great job. Successful meeting.
Yay.
Oh, hell of a team.
Very-
I know.
All right, you all deserve a big hug.
Air hug.
I have to run. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks again, guys.
I just
On
noticed she's
to
raised here.
homework with my children. On to the next. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.